So your best friend probably just walked up to you and said, guess what? I'm getting married. And you're so involved in their life that deep down you kind of figured out, I know you marry this person. But then they ask you the question, would you be my best man? And you're overcome with joy because you realize, I am your best friend. I've been there for you through thick and thin. Hell yeah, I'm going to be your best man. And then you also realize, oh hell yeah, I'm going to throw a sick-ass bachelor party. But then the thought slowly creeps into your mind, oh crap, I'm going to have to deliver a best man speech. And you don't want to screw this up because everyone that screws up a best man speech is almost alienated by the whole family. And this is your best friend. You don't want to do that to him. So what do? You probably went on YouTube, looked up how to deliver a best man speech, and it brought you right here to this video. So you guys want to learn how to deliver a best man speech? Stay tuned. The number one rule to delivering a best man speech is do not, I repeat, do not take one sip of alcohol before standing up on that stage and delivering that speech. And don't give me that whole, oh, it's liquid courage, it helps calm my nerves down. It makes you stupid is what it does. It calms your brains down, calms your emotions down, calms your body down, to where you're already feeling a little bit dizzy, and then you walk up there on stage, you see everyone, and your mind completely goes, and then you start talking about stuff that should not be talked about. Everyone will hate you for it. Just don't do it. Not even a sip. Because realistically, what's the difference between 1 shot, 2 shots, to 4 shots, to you're basically done by that point. So don't even do it. So now that that's out of the way, in order for you guys to deliver a great best man speech, you got to first look at the purpose of it, and you got to look at the structure of it. And the purpose of it is, it's a culmination. It's a send-off. You're taking 2 people that grew up their entire lives that they were never ever connected, but they're choosing to intertwine their lives and spend the rest of their life together. It is necessarily an end of an era to where they're on in a whole new chapter of life. And the best man speech is the send-off for that. So now the structure of it, I'm going to keep it very plain, simple, and I'm going to walk you guys through it. The structure of a best man speech, I've always considered it kind of like an essay. Any simple speech, you got your introduction, your 3 body, and you got your closing. So introduction, always focus on this part. A lot of people like to skip over this. Introduce yourself. Hello, my name is Christian Gonzalez. For those of you that don't know me, I've known Jacob for the past 16 years since I was in grade school. This does 2 things. It connects your story with the audience, but it also gives you courage. Just in case you're afraid of public speaking, you realize, I have known Jacob this long. We have been through a lot together, and I am deserving of being up here telling this story to all of his friends and family. So then what you do after that is you connect yourself to Jacob. Tell a story. Everybody loves hearing stories. Heck, everybody loves hearing stories about people that they care about. So obviously, if people flew out, drove in to come see this wedding, they care about the people that are getting married. So tell a story. Keep it modest, but tell a story. Tell a story about how you guys really became best friends. It was that day that you almost got into a fight, and it was 3 against 1, but he came out of nowhere and had your back. It was at that moment that you guys knew that you knew at least you guys were going to be friends forever. Simple story, but it builds rapport. It builds a connection. So after you build a connection with him through the audience, after that, now it almost becomes a triangle. Where it started off with you connected yourself to Jacob, and now you connect yourself to Susie in this relationship. How their relationship kind of started. And start off, make it a little bit funny. Talk about how, when Jacob first started dating Susie, I didn't know what to think of it at first. I just thought they were going to hang out, go to the movies, just get to know each other. And then out of nowhere, I noticed he was growing out his beard. I was like, hey man, what the hell are you doing? He's like, oh man, Susie likes it, I don't know. And all of a sudden I noticed that he was changing his deodorant around. He was changing his body spray, and I'm like, dude, what the hell is that you're wearing? He's like, man, Susie likes it. And then I started realizing maybe this isn't just an ordinary girl. Maybe this is a girl that he genuinely has feelings for. And then finally, the last body paragraph, the last body topic that you were talking about. Then you connect their relationship and you solidify why they're getting married. It's that moment that you knew that this all would happen. There was one time when me and Jacob, we hadn't seen each other in about 2 weeks. And I told him, hey man, come over to the house, let's get some beers, we'll watch the football game, order a pizza. It'll be good, man, I want to catch up with you. He's like, all right, cool. He came down and we started talking, started catching up like old times. Out of nowhere, Jacob gets a phone call. Susie got a flat tire on the freeway. She already had called AAA, but without any hesitation, he runs, he grabs my flashlight, heads out the door. And it was at that moment that I realized that he would move heaven and earth for her. That he just wanted to make sure that she was okay. And along with that moment, I realized that one day we would be at this wedding, which here we are now. And then finally, the ending to it, the closing. This is where it gets a little bit interesting because I'm a big firm believer in making life sound poetic. Because when you make life sound poetic, it gives life meaning. It gives life purpose, that there's a certain beauty behind it. Like I said, it's two people that have chosen to spend their whole life together and go off into this entirely new journey of life. So start off with that. You know, guys, I don't know what the future has. The future is unpredictable. But here's what I know. Is my experiences from what I've seen with them, the love that they have for each other, it's unique. It's special. It's a type of love that he doesn't want anything to happen to her, and she's willing to protect him at all costs. And if life has taught me one thing, you could start a real good foundation with that. And if anybody has a chance of making it in this cruel world, it's these two. God bless you guys, and thank you all for your time. Have a wonderful party. End it almost a poetic way. You guys following what I'm saying? So, start off with it. Introduction. Introduce yourself. Then you connect yourself to him. Then you connect the relationship. You solidify the relationship. And then you close it with something poetic. Remember though, don't look at the best man speech as something that you have to get through. Look at it as something that's an honor, that you're delivering the speech because you're sending him off into this new chapter of life. It's not your best friend anymore. He's choosing to spend his life with somebody else. And there's something that's beautiful about that. So keep that in mind whenever you write your best man speech. And also make it personal. Because it just works out a lot better. All right, guys. Remember, y'all got a story out there. You just got to learn how to tell it. Thank you guys for watching.